Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forged Alliance Forever. This is the second semi-final of the Fall Invitational. We already saw an excellent semi-final between Nexus and Petric. Now we have Tagada, winner of the Summer Invitational, versus Turbo2. Turbo, maybe not the most likely person to reach the semis. Not the favorite to win the tournament or anything, but I did notice how strong he was when I played him on ladder before this tournament. He seemed a lot stronger than during the Summer Invitational. So let's see how he does here. Both these guys already gone through the groups and the quarterfinals to reach each other. Tough matchup, but maybe they would prefer to play against each other than to play in the other semi-final where it's Petric and Nexus. That's a marquee matchup at this point in FAF history. So let's see. The opening, the minimap makes it a bit difficult to see the left screen. But we're on Forbidden Pass, V4. Very well-known 1v1 map. Been around a long time. And maybe we'll get a new version of it. And maybe it'll be because of something you'll see right here. Now I think the reclaim numbers don't work for Supreme Scoreboard, unfortunately, at this moment because of a patch, but there are a lot of trees here and there's not so many for Tagada, and this might be a major difference, but we shall see. Right now it looks like Tagada's made a lot of power. I don't know why he's made so much. He hasn't really taken all the trees he could have taken. There's also tree groups here, tree groups here. Ooh, I would definitely take those if you send an engineer this way. I would definitely take those trees. But his air factory is up. Turbo has his air factory up. I'm gonna exit this. Oh, if I hit the right hotkey. Turbo going for second air and third air, it looks like. And delaying his ACU walk just a bit to get another factory up. Meanwhile, Tagada already leaving and also not making a third factory. Let's see the reclaim. We can see the reclaim numbers here. We got about 100 mass and about 1,000 power. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, over 4 times the amount of reclaimed resources for Turbo, especially in the mass. That's more than one factory in reclaim ahead of Tagada. So Turbo with 2 factories and Tagada with, well, he's going third land, in fact. Not the most usual thing for this map. Generally there's a heavy focus on early game. Both players you can see playing very greedy with their engineers. I mean, Turbo playing extremely greedy with the engineers. Like, he has no tanks and no scouts, and he has 12 NGs on the field. That's kind of ridiculous. Now, it is a Seraphim matchup, so there's no labs. If he's playing against any other faction, there's no way he could do this. I mean, he would have to take note of labs coming in. Against Seraphim, he's not worried about Selene raids. You need to really send 2 Selenes. More importantly, here's an air fight, and let's see what the micro's like. Looks like Tagada's micro is good there, but does he really have the numbers given his lack of production? It looks like, okay, here come the reinforcements from Turbo, and they're gonna win this fight. Now it's a 2v1. Everything's full HP. Now what's happening behind this? Turbo with 2 bombers now. I like I like this a lot. This engineer looking vulnerable, although he has gotten most of the mixes that he's supposed to have. Ooh. Engineer goes down. Some reclaim is damaged. Not the most valuable engineer to kill, but worth killing nonetheless. Turbo is aiming for Tagada's transport, which is flying over the mountain and taking... Oh, he's not dodging. Look at Turbo's micro there. Oh, that was so close. So close to losing the engineers. Because he was up on this very high mountain, he had to come down really far to reach the ground and drop those engineers. And here comes another bomber, this time taking out the engineer, the Hydro, and going to drop a bomb on these engineers. He tries to dodge. Only one survives. 5 kills with the bomber. This bomber successfully killed the engineer up here and now heads to the base to kill yet more. 2 go down. This bomber is dead. The factory goes up, thankfully for Tagada, but that is a small consolation, honestly. His units are also idle. If he could push here and use those tanks, he could do quite a bit of damage, but that's not happening. Turbo putting constant pressure with the air and forcing Tagada to make an anti-air tower in his base and pause his air production. Although the air production may be paused for power reasons, I would say. He kind of wanted to get this Hydro, but it's not happening. He has other concerns now. And his tanks are still idle. They've been idle for so long. Look, he's left these tanks here for over a minute. You can tell because it's the rally point and there's 5 tanks there. So that's just over a minute build timeouts, I think. If I can do simple maths. Both the Zoos go down. Will they kill their targets? They actually severely damage both their targets and kill neither. But they're on their way to finish it off. Here's Turbo. Very stylish queue here. Look, all the mechs is building at once, and then the factories will come next. No radar planned, which is unusual, but I guess he forgot about that. Or he's just impersonating Bloodier. That's a lot of factories. A lot of factories. So faster expansion to this position. 1 mech's denied up here for Tagada still, while Turbo is securing this with a factory first and then radar and PD. Oh my god, there's no way. There's no way he loses this engineer to this low HP tank. No, don't lose the second one. Come on, Tagada. Okay, that was... I don't even know how that happened. I don't know where that tank came from, how it got past 7 other THAMs, and how Turbo has still not used these tanks. I mean, he can't defend against an ACU with these tanks. These tanks had so much potential for damage in the bottom side. This engineer here in this position and the path above it. Meanwhile, this position with no engineer anymore means no mechs, no factory like Turbo made, no PD, no nothing, and the Zooies from this factory are running through the lake, hovering over the lake. They could still come back here and kill this, but instead he changed path once that was denied, went up in this position, is actually in the base now, killing base mass extractors and maybe even a power generator. Oh my god. Killed a tank as well, or maybe a Zooey with the P-Gen. Ridiculous. And engineers attempted to be dropped into a position where there's already raids. This position now completely dead. 4.5 factories. I guess you cancel this one because of a lack of resources, but now the ACU walks out, is immediately juked by an army, and the army runs into the expansion here and puts on a lot of pressure, and the ACU is left chasing shadows. Can't find anything to kill. Turbo keeps all of his units out of range. Look at this, just everywhere but where the ACU is. Yeah, he moves over, and guess what? The tanks leave. These tanks at the back being really annoying, but going down. And Turbo's commander reaches this expansion, which again, without, if the engineers that were supposed to be there were there, that is those engineers that were dropped here and got bombed. 5 engineers dropped into this expansion. If that's successful, there's no way the ASU can walk in here and do any damage. There's going to be PD and there's going to be factories. How's the air game? Because looks like Tagada has successfully dropped a few tanks here to try and defend, and some engineers. He's going to get a PD, but this PD is way far back. Not going to defend the front mexes at all. But may buy him enough time. Maybe he can build a factory. Maybe. I don't know though. This looks very, very nasty for Tagada. Oh my god, he's lost all 4 mexes in this expansion. Just a few tanks run in and he sets the priority onto mass extractors. Takes them all out. Let's see the air. It's very important. Only 19. That's surely not the most, is it? No. Okay, they both have exactly the same air, but I mean, the land 80 thams, 37 thams, way more Zuis, way too many Zuis at this point. Yeah, that's actually an insane number of Zuis. You can see they're really not going to be that useful. Like, what's this Zui going to do in a fight like this? What are any of these Zuis really going to do? If these units move, then they don't get hit. Okay, well, those ones did get hit, but in general, he needs way more Thams and way less Zuis. But Turbo just so far ahead, and it's down to, I mean, the opening just went so well for Turbo with the bombers. The air fight, catching the transport and denying it getting to its location, put him in such a great position. And from then he just had more production and better expansion and snowballed. These 2 Zuis are killing so many units for free. Tagada has left a lot of idle units around in this game as well. Another very important factor. Here's a bomber. Gets really nice damage. You can see it hit like 5 tanks there, killing 1. The rest are on low HP. Oh, good engagement from Tagada. Extremely good engagement in the air fight. And he just shaved at least half the air force there of Turbo for no losses. And that is a lifeline you do not want to give to a player. Turbo tried to sneakily get some more kills, but he's just going to waste all of his air. I don't know what the purpose of that was. That was really an awful idea. I don't know if that was... Maybe he just forgot about them and they auto-attacked. I hope that's what happened. I hope he wasn't trying to be smart and sneak some kills in behind the enemy inties, because that game is not one you want to play. You are going to lose your air like that. A lot more factories coming from Tagada. I don't know how he's going to afford them. He's losing this position now, unsurprisingly. Zuis come in, just attack move over everything. Thams move in, and I don't see how Tagada gets this position back. Is he moving to T2? I mean, I'm surprised he wins air and then moves toward... Hang on. Why are there so many... why were there so many P-gens here? Did they get killed when I wasn't looking? Was there a Zui drop in the base at some point? Or did he just... was he just overflowing power and reclaimed them? He's very low on power. Well, it's easy to see why he's adding more land factories and not making T2 air now. Now that I look at his energy production, it is way too low for this point in the game. I guess I must have missed a Zui drop or something into his base. Because that is a lot of dead pigeons. If he actually reclaimed them because he was overflowing, that would be really surprising to me. The bombers do such good damage to those T1 tanks. But it really is too little too late. I mean, let me just show you what Turbo's view looks like. I mean, at least this has been killed by Tagada. That's something, but again, the favor is returned here. Turbo with both these expansions killed this expansion. A lot of pressure coming here, although the bombers are actually what are making the difference. Still not making enough of a difference, apparently. Once again, idle units allowing Zeus to do a lot of damage there. What a raid. What a raid. Oh, the 50 HP Hydro finally goes down. It's been 50 HP for 10 minutes and now some Thams accidentally kill it. Oh, what a bomb. Yeah, I think Turbo should probably... Well, he should rebuild this base, I guess, and then maybe head to the water, head home. Take a vacation. Wait for Tagada to throw in the towel. Tagada says... Oh, he's not happy. This map is not balanced so much. I mean... I think Tagada has to take these trees. I mean, it's like, I don't know, I don't understand why he would complain about the tree groups, but then he would walk, like maybe his first engineer or an early engineer here, and then he would walk to this mechs and not take the trees, and then complain he doesn't have enough trees. So I gotta say, maybe he didn't do the same prep he did for summer, because he definitely could have gotten more of his own reclaim, but at the same time Turbo does have access to a bit more. I'm not going to deny that, but he also made sure he got all of his. I don't think Tagada really abused what he had, so takes something away from his complaint. Turbo played really well, and I don't think... Well, I mean, yeah, there's the bombers. The double bomber play where he bombs on both sides of the map and is tying up the enemy inties was great, because then if Tagada wants to pull away and send an intie somewhere, he can easily be caught and killed for free by Turbo's inties. So it's just very good opening play by Turbo. Trees or no trees. And let's move on to map 2. Turbo taking the first one. Okay, welcome to map number 2 of the semi-final between Tagada and Turbo. The map is Cobalt Valley. Both players have chosen Aeon. I've seen Cybern be the favored faction on this map. Both players going Aeon. Not sure how the faction selection process went here. Whether one of them chose it and then the other just decided to mirror, or if they both really wanted to play Aeon here. Let's see if they do the same build. I'm gonna bet that they will do the exact same thing. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. Nope, I'm wrong. Tagada going third air, Turbo going second air. So they both did make all the mexes with their commander. They didn't make any pigeons before the Hydro. So that's the same. but already we see some differences. So Turbo is going second air. He's going to make a hydro, 3 power generators, air factory, another power generator, and then land, bit more power, then more land. It's a very long queue. I don't know if that's really going to be balanced the whole way. I would be reluctant to stick to such a long queue in the opening. But I'm sure he'll adjust as needed. Tagada. Okay, we also saw Tagada, Turbo send his second engineer immediately to some reclaim here and then expansion. Tagada actually focusing more on getting his second factory up with more build power, delaying some of the reclaim and some of the expansion. So we'll see if that pays dividends for Turbo. It should help Turbo's economy to outstrip Tagada slightly. But these sort of opening leads are really important. Or they can be. We'll see in a moment. Bomber, of course, coming out of this factory. Of course, please, everyone pay attention. He made second air on a 5x5, so he made a bomber straight away. Please, everyone. Listen up. Tagada is looking to just counter Turbo's build here. That's actually what he's attempting to do. So that's why he goes third air and makes an inti. He is anticipating second air bomber. He believes that that's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. And that is what Turbo has gone for. And now Tagada already with the scout out searches and finds the bomber. Turbo was setting it around the side to try and hide it, trying to avoid being spotted by, say, this scout right here, and the bomber's going to go down for free. Right, yeah, hello. Ooh, that really nearly dropped. You can see basically the bomb will fly in the same trajectory as the dead plane. So he was about to drop a bomb there. So that's, I don't know why that happened, but like it seemed like the Inti stopped shooting for a few seconds. But there we go. Tagada's build worked. I'm really not sure if making only Intis now is good, but we'll see. I feel like there's always damage to be done with bombers. This seems like a very slow expansion here. And is he going to reclaim the bomber? Please, please do it. Do it for me. It's now the biggest chunk of mass on the map by a huge margin. Bigger than the 75 mass chunks of ice here. It's important stuff. Let's see the number of factories. Looks like Turbo is definitely behind. We have 4 factories. 4 land factories just finished. Tagada's had 4 land factories in his base for a long time. Now adding some extra power as he finds that he needs it. He wants to continue air production. Does not want to be pausing that. Air can be really important here. Of course, both players have the Aurora. With only 140 health, a bomber can kill a huge number of them in a single bomb. Imagine a bomb right there. Picture it in your mind if you dare. Okay, let's see. Bomber coming after an Inti. That's not an Inti, that's an NG. Turbo now sending his Intis in. He's getting in behind Tagada, getting some free shots, but is that going to be enough to win? Oh my goodness, it is going to be enough. More than enough. Oh, Tagada failed the micro completely with his air units there. Loses air completely. And that's very, very bad for Tagada. He's looking like he's in a good position. I mean, this is appalling. I don't know why this is still so late. I didn't see a raid. I don't see a dead engineer around. That's not a dead engineer. Did have some Aurora battles here. But yeah, this expansion is just so late. You can see Turbo's has everything done. Mexes, PD, radar up. So we need a fervor. A fervor in this position would have been fantastic. It would have allowed Tagada to do a lot of damage. We could have seen 4 mexes go down easily by this point, but no fervor means no damage done. Also, the Turbo's ACU done a little bit more in terms of securing the middle, or perhaps it was these Aurora doing some very nice raiding. That's a very good raid from Turbo. You can see he has to have less tanks, right? Let's see, 30 and 8 scouts, 15. Oh my god, he has double the tanks. Tagada has double the tanks, and yet he's the one getting raided and has done virtually no damage to his opponent. Tagada complaining about, no, Turbo complaining this time about his units being stuck. Oh, his bomber. Oh, he saved it. Okay, we missed it there, but sometimes the poor old Aeon bomber just drinks a little bit too much and begins spinning uncontrollably in the air. Oh my god, look at that bomb. 5 kills, instant vet. Yeah, sometimes, you know, the bomber just begins spinning uncontrollably in the air, doing backflips, all kinds of gymnastic maneuvers, and can't really move. But you spam enough move orders and you can turn it around. What a bomb. See the power of bombers. I mean, remember when Tagada had twice as many units? I'm pretty sure he doesn't anymore. Oh god, I'm scared for these units. There goes 3 more Aurora and a scout. And Aurora is 52 mass, I believe. It is. A bomber is 105, so do the maths there. The bomber costs more power, of course, but you can see the kind of payoff you're getting from single passes here with bombers against Aurora is massive. But Tagada not using his unit advantage. Has not used it during this game. He's at 66 Aurora now, 11 anti-air. Still has many more Aurora, 14 more. And still can't really make it count. Does he has a single engineer? No, he has 2 engineers. This is very nice. Has 2 engineers in this position taking reclaim where there are a lot of battles happening. But I mean, how is Turbo able to have this mix and this mix? How is he able to have no pressure here just by building a single PD? Doesn't seem too great, and there's a lot of air production was going on, but now Turbo lacking some power. Tagada not really doing much airways, just has 1 unassisted air factory by the looks of it. And investing more so in anti-air than in more power and more air production. Both ACs at the front line. Tagada looking a little bit more, a few more scratches on his commander, but very similar damage done by both of these guys. They're both now using the pillars in the middle to hide behind and avoid damage. And finally, some forward movement on the left side from Tagada, but only to here. He doesn't want to move too far forward, doesn't want to commit this army and potentially lose it, give up a lot of reclaim. In the he'd rather just hold his position, take the reclaim that's in under his control, and he's going to slowly inch forward. He only has 1 scout here, so he needs to keep that alive, otherwise it'll be full retreat time. The radar up here gets replaced. Some manual reclaim of Rex here, including a bomber. And Turbo's being pushed back. Middle control going to Tagada. The units finally making themselves count. Still not a single fervor though. Oh, I take it back. There is a single fervor. Unfortunately, it's not near any of the PDs, which are on the other side, which also have not been scouted. Speaking of scouting, here come the scouts. He's missed a bit there. Missed the spot. But he sees most of what he needs to see. 85 Aurora. 64 Aurora. Which number is bigger? Type it into your calculator. 8 inties. Do we have any other air units? No, we also have no power because all of our power is going into commander upgrade. Range gun I assume is coming up right now. That's a left arm upgrade anyway. Range complete. Speed gun. Next on the menu. Tagada a little bit slower to this. Range gun now is revealed by Turbo shooting at these guys. Tagada knows that the speed gun, range gun is done and speed gun is on the way. He should probably get some engineers helping him out, even if that causes a stall. Wow, he's really struggling for power. Did not add many P-gens, did not add a single energy storage either. One energy storage can help you a lot making that first gun upgrade. Looks like this single fervor has been accompanied now by a couple more, and okay, this seems really risky now that he's okay. Yeah, he's retreating. So he made one upgrade forward. We can see that this is the commander by the speed. These are the army. This is the army, and I was saying this is quite scary because he's sending the majority of his army to the right side and leaving his ACU in middle versus a commander that is upgrading faster than him. But he's just retreating at this point, and he's not going to send, well, he's sending a lot of tanks to this side, but he is going to kill this entire position. Could potentially try to take it with this engineer, and will also put pressure on the base, forcing reinforcements to stay in the base and not move forward with the commander. This commander is not going to have much to kill now. I mean, major problem for Tagada is that he's allowing Turbo to take reclaim in the middle, but all in all, this is going to be very painful for Turbo. This is only going to take care of him in the very short term, this reclaim. Losing all of this map control on the right side, he's not getting that back too soon. Tagada falls back safe enough to a safe enough position to where he can finish his gun upgrades. Second gun, the speed gun is almost finished. He's got some assistance. He did add some more power. He had an energy storage. He had an energy storage and then surrounded it with things that would die when it's when it explodes. It's a terrible, terrible place to put an energy storage. Right in the middle of as many pigeons as he could fit, basically. But now he does have both the gun upgrades. He's done way less damage actually with his commander so far, so Turbo should have the advantage in regen and max HP, but also in total HP right now. And it's just both ACUs fighting each other. Nobody else involved yet. Now Tagada's substantial army is really not pathing very well. Needs some more move orders given. And Turbo trying to put pressure here, but again, does he have a single fervor? Wow, would you look at that? He has a single fervor as well, and he's heading over to that mass extractor. Generally better to have the single fervor when you get to the PD, but I respect the frugality of these guys. You know, no fervors until PD is actually reached. It's the principle, I guess, rather than the practicality. Both ACUs dropping pretty low. This is a difficult scenario because Tagada obviously should feel that this is his game to win, and that makes me really worried by how low his HP is going, because that always leaves the door open to a draw. Now with an Aeon battle, it's less likely because the gun range is quite a bit larger than the radius of the death nuke, but still it feels a little dangerous to be going down to 5000 HP when this is your game to win, and a draw is really a bit of a throw. This annoying PD thing for Aeon, where it goes underground when it's being constructed, is taking some of the fire away from the commander. It's just a sea of dead Aurora here in the middle now. The fighting really ramped up once both these guys finished their gun upgrades. Just suddenly huge amounts of mass in the middle of the field. Oh, look at that bomb. Six in one. Random fervors over here have killed the entire expansion. Needs some reinforcements to take that out. You can see Tagada has taken some of the mexes here. And it's just calm wars. Turbo with way more damage, way more kills as well. Definitely been using his ACU better. Maybe it's just because he has less units, you know? There's less targets for Tagada to shoot at. But Tagada's retreating. Whoa, he's down to 2,200. Turbo regaining more health because he has more veterancy. And he has the higher regen. And gets a health boost from his vet levels. Tagada with nothing around to kill to give him additional health and regen, so he's going to be low for a while. He needs to sit out the fight or find some kills somewhere, but they're nowhere to be found because Turbo just doesn't have the units. I mean, he has 50 Aurora. They're all here on the far side of the ACU while Tagada's over here. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing for him to kill. However, he does have 100 Aurora versus 50, so just stay out of the fight, don't get killed by the enemy commander, and this should be a win eventually. Oh, this is some juicy targets here. Now this PD is going to be quite annoying. This could potentially get a lot of kills if Tagada doesn't react. Excellent engagement for Turbo there. But still, lacking so much map control. It was huge for him to... Wow, this is not retaken yet, actually. It's huge for him to get this damage in. It gives him somewhat of a chance, but, I mean, overall... Oh, wow. Tagada switching up the tech, moving to Tech 2 Air, which is an interesting move. What I would love to see is him to make, you know... Okay, he's making mercies. He's just going to try and kill the commander straight up. I would have loved to see maybe 2 or 3 gunships fly around and just kill all of this power before anti-airs and intis can come into it. That would have been a pretty great move. It would also prevent any more air production by Turbo, but instead he's going to go for the mercies. The mercy killing. Bit riskier I would say than the gunships, because for one, he's not defending himself on the left side. 2, he's going to send his commander in. 3, Tagada Turbo is on 11k HP now, so he just got another veterancy, 28 per second regen. He just got a lot. No way. What the hell? Tagada just suicided. Down to under 3,000. He's going to be dead now in just a few seconds. Oh my god. An insane throw. Here come the mercies. I don't think it matters. Even if he went down there, I think the win was already Turbo's. Even if there was a 4th mercy there. Actually, there was. I think this Inti just killed it. Yeah, there he is. Oh. how I make my thumbnails. This might be the thumbnail. Damn. Oh, what a suicide. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe he threw the game there. Tagada had, you know, more tanks. Maybe twice as many tanks for a huge portion of that game. Didn't have air control, maybe, you know, but look at it. He ends with only 2k more mass, which seems minor, but in the context of what we're seeing, like, I mean, you can see Turbo, there's no way he can move to a higher tech level. Tagada gets to tech 2 air, gives him so many options, and then he goes for the mercy snipe, and Turbo has so much HP. Tagada sends his ACU in, forgets about him. His tanks are all retreating in every direction away from his ACU. This way, this way, this way. And Turbo, of course, just immediately reacts and jumps on him, gets the kill, and survives 3 mercies with 1800 HP. He also was only 42 mass from another veterancy. Once his tank goes down, he gets another 1100 HP. Ridiculous game. And Tagada is not gonna enjoy watching this cast if he can stomach watching it. So let's end the video there. 2-0 to Turbo. At this point in the best of 5, Tagada needs to complete a reverse sweep to get to the finals, otherwise he's going into the 3rd place playoff. And yeah, let's find out what happens in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Check out the links in on the screen and in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, guys.